So someone's about to expose you. Someone's about to be put on blast, big time, and it's going to be done in a way where everybody's going to see it. Yeah, it's going to be done in a way where everybody's going to see it. You can't hide this, and it's been a long time coming. Hmm. You did it all for stability, basically. For some of you, you did it for money. Some of you did it for a counterpart. Some of you did it for, in fact, some of you even got into manipulated yourself into karmic marriages for this as well. So you attached yourself to someone that you was not uh equally yoked with. All that's coming out as well. I just heard shit's hit the fan. Shit has hit the fan. Yeah, all over a Ten of Pentacles. So some of you's acting like you were the Ten of Pentacles. Could you imagine making someone believe that you're something that you've never been? Yeah. You're being the world is exposing you. Yeah. The collective, we knew there was gonna, because of our faith, our strong faith, we knew there was gonna be a positive outcome for us. Yeah, so now these people they're bound to whatever they did. They're stuck in their head about the choices they made. Because the world's gonna know. They wasn't able to flip the collector's world upside down. So for some of you, this tells me that your own family worked together with others to completely destroy your world and believe that this would finish you off. Not realizing, and I say this again because this plays a part. Some of you have a sibling. This is how you're going to peep game, because they said no matter what you do, no matter what we do to you, always bounce back. Now, why would you say that? You know you slipped up, but because the collective hasn't spoke about it or bring that conversation back up, you're just assuming we either don't remember or we've forgotten about it. No, that played a big part. He was guided to go back to certain experiences and certain conversations with certain individuals. Then all the pieces put together. Who else would have that kind of leeway to do the shit that was done? But because they were sending people to do certain things to you, they thought they was using these tactics to deflect from who was actually responsible, who was the actual orchestrator of all of this. Even parental figures got involved. Some of you, they was even involved in taking out parental figures. Yeah, this shit is coming out, and it was all about a Ten of Cups situation. They was jealous of your relationships. They was jealous how love was poured into you, which is quite sad. But I still no excuse for these actions. Not one bit. Yeah. So let's see if these cards repeat themselves. What else, Spirit? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Again, the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups. This is what they'd wish for. They always wish for your downfall. They wish to have everything you have. They wish to be you. They wish to have your blessings, your gifts, your connections, your creativity. Some of you, they even want to wear your skin. This is probably why they wasted so much money trying to put out hits on you, which is nuts. But it's not down to us to figure out why people think and do the things they do. Again, Nine of Swords has come out again. Guess what? With the World in the reverse, so that tells me they're in turmoil about their world being turned upside down, because that's what they wanted for everybody else or for particular individuals out of jealousy. That's why. This is why it's happening to them the way it is, because they did it. They had the wrong intentions, but they would make out like their target had wronged them. So not only is it one-sided beef, it's just barefaced lies. They was making up lies to validate why they was attacking someone behind their back, and it was all over lies. All over lies. Four of Cups on the bottom, so that tells me they was bored with their life. So what they did it for was kind of like amusement. But you got to remember, when you sit in that kind of energy and you do certain things, whatever entity is attached to that energy, that's what you embody, basically. You manifest that into yourself. Do you know what I mean? So you was literally like an open vessel because of your own unhealed hatred, which is quite sad. But it is what it is. People are like this. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom again. He was unable to flip someone else's Wheel of Fortune. So you cannot stop yourself from being put back at the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune. Why is that? So for everything you did, you gained nothing. There's no success out of your actions. The only thing your actions gained is you just exposed yourself for who you truly are. Yeah. So whoever you was attacking, that tells me you didn't bank on them being as strong and resilient as they was. So that also tells me you've done this many times. And then you would come around the individual acting like you're there to console them, and really you was there to kind of like you was getting entertainment at seeing the destruction, the works of your destruction. Evil. That's just evil on a whole new scale. And this is out of sheer jealousy, nothing but that. So that also tells me that you was responsible for also setting up your own sibling multiple times to be attacked. But you didn't bank on their angels stepping in. Look there, see it there? Judgment again. Yeah. So this is judgment for a Queen of Cups in the upright. So that's all signs are right here. Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio twice, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius twice, Aries, Taurus, Libra, Taurus twice. Well, I think Taurus 3 times actually. Gemini, Leo, Libra again, and Pisces. And for the world card, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Pisces and Aquarius. So this is a lot of people that they collaborated with, man. This could literally be like the majority of the family members, or even the family members of the spouse. Do you understand? See it there? Hermit. Yeah. So this is a narcissist, so this is the Emperor in reverse. So that gives me like a father figure, someone who is a control freak, power hungry, greedy, and is a pathological liar, but hides it very well. Would like masquerade themselves as someone of stature, someone astute, someone with integrity, someone morally minded. They're nothing but that. It was nothing like that at all. Wow. Let me ask. Wait. Spirit, is this Emperor in the reverse, yeah? Is it a family? Is it a male family member of the collective? Yes or no? Yep. I already know. I can sense it already. Is it a parental figure or a family member, Spirit? Yes or no? Is it a parental figure? Yes or no? Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. So however it fits in your story, this is your parents or your step parents. Mm-hmm. So this tells me sibling rivalry. They never expected you to persevere. So that also reveals that they've done this before, and it might have, or because they may have known of your struggles, which they orchestrated. Like I said, for some of you, they've been doing this your whole life. So that tells me they've been doing this to you since you was a child. So maybe they was trafficking you as a child. Yeah, 3 of Wands and a reverse. So whatever they planned, they didn't achieve it. And now that you know, there's no coming back. So this is why they're in the Nine of Swords, in despair, because they know it's over, but they don't want to accept that it's over. Which again, that just shows you how narcissistic and egotistical these. Yeah, look at that. So this was some type of fake relationship. When you learn that the devil will always send in a counterfeit before your true kingdom spouse, man or woman, comes, and some of you might have fallen for it. It is what it is, isn't it? But it's a lesson in it. So don't hold no resentment. It's pointless. Regardless if you had children with this person, married this person, and it ended badly, it's also a lesson for you in the sense of you would have seen warning signs, you would have seen red flags. And I get that a lot of us chose to like ignore it, believing it will get better with time. That's the biggest misconception I ever saw. Yeah. Because had you been both equally yoked, they would never have done the shit that these people did. They would never make you feel like shit. They would never see you as a meal ticket or a cash cow. For some of you, you was abused in every aspect. Mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, monetarily. For some of you, you was and this is them bragging, mine, their best supply or their most potent supply. This is why some of you have been stalked like crazy. Because they don't want out where it's led back to, which again is the karmic parental figures. So that also shows me that those actually again come out again, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, their world is finished. It's finished for these people. Whether they choose to accept it or not, it's over. It's over. Again, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. I'm seeing that they went above and beyond. This is literally like a fight to the death. So they already had your death plan, by the way. Oh yeah. They had everything planned out. For some of you, they may even have forged a death certificate. So they may even have you dead on paper. And that's probably gonna come out. Because that's another level of criminal fraud. Some of them may even have attained some type of monetary gain, or they got like some partial payout or something like that. And it was all to steal. Yeah, King of Swords on the bottom. So that tells me someone in authority, possibly even a corrupt officer, someone else may be involved. But there are people in the upright that are involved. Yeah. So either someone's coming in to assist you, but either way, there's going to be a positive outcome for the collective. So some of you, they were trying to have you sectioned. Then they would go and do spell work or ritual work to make you act unhinged. I've ever been sat there speaking. It's like sometimes I know I've noticed this as well. When you're doing a live, yeah, and then it's like they're trying to project to the point of it's like they're trying to control what you say and how you speak. So basically that tells me they want it to kind of like make a fool out of you. So this would have been like possibly like a third humiliation ritual. And it was hoping that if they were successful, this would completely wipe you out, so there'd be no coming back. You wouldn't be able to get back up from this because they made it publicized. So they have people waiting. So that just tells you that you've got a lot of people on your account that's probably fake. That watch everything you do, don't like, don't share, don't do nothing, but just watch. They're watching to see if there's been any changes to validate to them that their magic is working. I know. But yet they have to team up. Yeah. That's because they couldn't take down a high priestess. A lone high priestess, or what they deemed lone. No, we walk with all of our ancestors. That's what you don't realize. In spirit. And it's so funny because someone just confirmed it also, yeah? Where it came up on my For You page where this man is raw saying, yeah, anywhere you have a beauty spot, I'm talking, not talking fake ones, I'm talking real beauty spots. Anywhere you have a beauty spot, yeah, that's your spiritual gift. And I've heard this, I've heard this before, but not like that. I saw something where, and of course, you get people that spread false information. Yeah, it was one of them ones. But I knew differently, so I didn't even. I think I must have like read 3-4 seconds of it. Do you know what I mean? I just removed it from my For You page. They're trying to like plant negative seeds of doubt. Do you know what I mean? Into your energy, because they know how powerful you are. So they know that they make you think of something that's negative, you're going to bring that into your fruition, basically. And they failed. I can't remember the man's name because I didn't really stay on it for too long. I was doing other things. But yeah, he was saying about every single beauty spot. And some of these people, you got to think only your family would know this. Because remember, you was raised with them. For some of you, they've known you your whole life, or a version of them. They know a version. They only know the version that they choose to see. Do you understand? And the nice thing about it is I was looking at mine, it's like, ooh, I got one in my ear. I got one in my eye. I got one on my collarbone. Yes, I do. I got 2 on my arm. I got one between my toe, the back of my neck, and in the more intimate regions. Yeah. And I felt really tough, like. So it just confirmed my gifts anyway, so it is what it is. Yeah, these people wanted you conflicted about who you were. So they did that with gang stalking. trying to plant the seeds of doubt and negativity into your existence. Yeah. They know you're a star. Listen, these people can see your light. It's literally like you're a lighthouse. To these demons, you're a lighthouse. To these energy vampires, you're a lighthouse. So who is your first energy vampires? Your own family and your own parental figures. Yeah. There's no new beginning for these people. And there's no more fooling people. Even the fact that they thought you was a fool. Some of them think that you played them. No, you don't play people. You just observe and watch people's movements. And then we move accordingly. You don't owe these people nothing. They've done nothing for you. They may have been the catalyst to your awakening, I'm saying, sorry, but they've done nothing for you. So number one, they can't sit at your table and they can't get clout off of you. It's like they're trying to say like, oh, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have this. If it wasn't me, you wouldn't have that. No, don't you mean if you wouldn't have abused me, I would never have gone within. If you wouldn't have stolen from me and left me with nothing, I wouldn't have found God. If you wouldn't have abused me, I wouldn't have had to fight even harder or woke up to my own strength. Do you understand? But they're trying to do it in a way where they want to validate why they did the things they did. But yet, though, who gained out of it? They gained a little bit of money, a little bit of exposure, but they also gained a place in hell. And there's no coming back from it. They think by trying to worm their way back into your life with fake apologies that you can heal their wounds. You gotta heal your own wounds, boo-boo. Sorry. For some of you, you've had to heal wounds that was never yours in the first place. But at the same time, like I said, innit, because you don't harbor resentment, they don't like that. Because they're still harboring resentment from their own childhood. It is like they wanted to project that onto you. So you had your own, then you had to deal with what everybody else projected onto you. How is that right? But yet, though, they can't even take half of their own karmic judgment. Ain't that a bitch? They can't even withstand half of their own karmic judgment. Exactly, look at that. Justice out again. This is currently going on. Yeah, see there? Everything's blowing up. And it's so funny because I went to the shop early this morning to go and get my matcha, yeah? And I saw smoke. So that tells me it's either literal, physical, or metaphorically, people's lives are on fire. Or the heat's on them. Do you understand? And there's no escaping. Or that's how they feel literally. Do you understand? Like they're on fire. But they wanted some type of recognition, innit? They just didn't bank on the type of recognition. Exposure. This is their exposure. This is what they wanted, innit? Their exposure. See? Again, Ace of Pentacles again. They wanted your Ace of Pentacle energy. It's a frequency. Shit, man. Judgment. There's no escaping this. Let me see if this shit comes out again, yeah? Alright. Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, and this is why they was doing the really petty things they was doing. they were trying to like bait you into some type of outburst just so that they could humiliate you and then say like, look, see, I told you that's what they're like, and really no, that's who they are. It's called reactive abuse. Reactive abuse. Can you give me something from the lunar deck, Spirit, please, and thank you for my collective to confirm this spread, please, and thank you. Confirm this spread for my collective, please, and thank you. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I said it's alright. But some of you, you've been getting I believe that your ancestors are trying to reach out to you through music. Some of you, and there's specific ones, like, you know, because only you would know what your past over loved ones used to listen to or what their favorite songs were and stuff like that. Yeah, this is your season, collective, for prosperity. You're gonna start raking it in. Told you they couldn't kill your motivation. Some of you may be in energy now where you're just kind of like reacting. So, do you know what I'm going to say? You could be seeing 4-4 or 4-4-4. Look it up because there's another message in that too. But you're contemplating your next moves. So you're planning very well. So you're kind of like, you're not making like rush decisions or rush actions. And I can hear the, this little abusive addict is creeping around. That's what he does. Yeah, he's in double energy. You know what that is, isn't it? Devil energy. Confirm. Any more confirmations? Yeah, told you. You already knew. You didn't have to do anything for you to be victorious, but I'm sensing that these people is like, you know, when people try and pre-plan how they think you're gonna react or what you're gonna do, and then they would tell all their little coven, yeah, this is what they're gonna do, just that and the force. So everybody's been sat waiting for the outcome that they believed they could perceive, and you didn't do none of that. So they're stuck. They're stuck with the action they took. So that's basically, they're stuck in the trap that they set for you. They're stuck in their own web of, web of deceit. Yeah, because you're a star. They couldn't stop your creative flow. I'm sensing that they tried to have you stagnant, or they were trying to siphon it from you in some way, shape, or form. Some of you had to do rebuke it, do a cord cutting ritual. But I also sense that you prayed and asked God to remove them once and for all. Once and for all. Sever all ties. Yeah. They hate your confidence, collective. They hate your confidence. Because you know your shit. And your passion is what has kept you here. Because you know. It doesn't matter how much confusing spells they try to do, it's back on them. Do you know what I mean? They're pissed that they couldn't manipulate you into making the wrong decision. You making the wrong decision through their manipulation would have just benefited them. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's it. They have to give you something because they know you're a force of nature. People know you're the real deal. I'm also sensing, yeah, that some of you due or owed an inheritance that they stole from you, yeah? So this is showing that it's been proven you're more than responsible to maintain what is left, what is rightfully yours. So these people that were trying to act like, they have to control it or look after it, they just wanted it to steal it because they've been spending it, but making it like, oh, I look after this person, or oh, I pay for this, and this, and they can't prove any of it. Yeah, see it there, tower again. For some of you, they wanted you to with the way they was attacking you, they thought you was gonna get scared and run back to one of the family members or go to them for answers or some way, shape, or form. But I'm sensing that the divine showed you how to get the answers you seek. Do you understand? So you already have the heads up. It is what it is. You found sanctuary within. So that tells me there may have been a time where you was going outside of yourself for validation, answers, questions, even like your existence in the sense of your self-worth. Do you understand? You was going to the same people that was your number one attackers, your number one haters, basically. And that was your own family. Yeah. It was a game up for the minute you transformed, it was right. This is why they tried to stop you from transforming. I'll be honest with you, collective. They tried to flat out take you out. They tried to flat out take you out. And because you kept your composure, that needs to be studied. Yeah. From sheer, they underestimated your willpower and determination. And I'll say it again. Never judge a book by its cover. But these people like to give people the perception that because you don't look like you've experienced something, then you've not been through it. But they know what you've been through because they're the ones that put you through it. And the fact that you don't look like you've been through these things does not confirm the power of the Creator. Does not confirm how God can restore you back to who you were supposed to be. Isn't this prime example? So these people are exhausted. When they're thinking that they're going to exhaust you, so you're going to give up, no. You've got to remember, divine will always keep us recharged. When you listen to your inner God, your inner God will tell you, it's time for you to take a seat. It's time for you to rest. Do you understand? It's time for you to, I don't know, pray more, meditate more, whatever the case may be. You listen to your inner compass. They wasn't banking on that. Yeah, you're out here helping, assisting people, and not only elevate their self, but find their own path. Do you understand? It's like you're inspiring people to follow their dreams. You're inspiring people to also listen to their inner compass. Don't question it. Don't second guess it, because this is what these people want. Do you understand? And if anybody trying to tell you anything other than that, whatever vessel that voice is coming from, you need to cut them off. Don't hesitate. Don't go back and forth, because that's what they like, you see. To them, that's another sign of weakness. Do you understand? Cut them off and stand on it. Don't ever second guess yourself again, collective. You understand? Because that just gives room for these people to believe they can play you again. Yeah, they didn't accomplish it, so whatever they did have is if they've not got any more. So whatever money they accomplished from stealing from you, stealing your ideas, stealing off your platform, stealing your inheritance, your abundance, this, that, and the third, they've got nothing to show for it. Six of Swords again. I'm also getting, you're moving into calmer waters regardless. You're in it. You're going with the flow, or you're going with the frequency of the planet. I'm also sensing that There could be multiple people transitioning. Do you understand? But it is what it is. Don't get involved. You kind of like inspire people to tap into their own power or magic of manifestation. Do you understand? You're visionary, is what I'm hearing. You've always had good foresight. In fact, the same people that may have like turned on you are actually remembering, like, hold on a minute, like this person always either guided me or gave me good advice. They never tried to steer me wrong. Or in some cases, if they had a foresight or a dream about a situation, you would always let people know. You give people the heads up. Whether or not they chose to utilize the information is a whole nother story. But the fact of the matter is, you did what you was divinely guided to do, good or bad. Do you understand? Yeah. That tells me they can no longer stop or block your path. They can't stop you from living your life. Do you understand? You was always gonna make it. I get that. Do you know what? You see with these attacks, yeah, they want it so badly for you to feel like life ain't worth living, or for some of you, they did make you sick at one point, and you did believe you was gonna something bad was gonna happen. That was all a projection. But had you stayed in that energy with the amount of spell what they was doing, they wanted it to be your demise. But your ancestors, the Most High, your spirit team, they was not gonna have that. Do you understand? At all. And I know some of you, if you've had that experience where you truly believed you took your last breath. You understand? You had a conversation and the creator said you got work to do. And you may have woken up the next day and whatever ailment you were struggling with dissipated. Like you woke up like really? Yeah. Some of you literally thought you was taking your last breath. Some of you believe, I know I did. I died and came back. I had a pneumonia. And it was so funny because I know what my gifts are. I'm not stupid. But it was a karmic friend, yeah. I never asked them to. Because I couldn't speak. I couldn't even take a breath. That's how bad it was. I was crawling on the floor. And they said I had fluid on the lungs. How? Oh, somebody, a family member gave me some food. Do you understand? It's sort of I had food poisoning from going to a restaurant. And it ended up like that. And the only people that was around me was the so-called ex-best friend and a family member who brought me food. Do you understand? That I gave them the money and they went and purchased it, but they could have I know they did. Do you understand? And from that, it got worse. It got worse. And the thing was, I didn't call the ambulance, yeah? It was so funny. It's like it was really, whatever they wanted to do was planned out. Do you know what I mean? Because I asked her to call 111 because I couldn't speak. So she knew my symptoms, yeah? Next thing I know, I barely put down the phone to this individual, yeah? And the ambulance is at my door. Let me tell you something. Anytime I've been sick, they don't come. I spent time going in and out of hospital for different being sick from food being poisoned because I'm allergic to certain foods. So people was deliberately give me shit that I was allergic to make me sick, to weaken my vessel. So that when they do the big rituals, I will succumb to whatever it was that they wanted. If that makes any sense. Yeah? Boom. So anyway, something in me told me if you go, you're not coming out. Do you understand? It's like I seen it. I'm not coming out. This is twice this has happened. The last time I was with someone that was abusive, yeah. God gave me a vision of if I didn't get out of this situation, what was gonna happen to me. And stupid me, I told the perpetrator. Cause that's never happened before. I used to have dreams, don't get me wrong, but that's never happened to me before. So I seen that as a warning. Do you understand? And the thing about it is, when I used to get abused by this individual, that's exactly what he would do. And then I dreamt it. Do you understand? anyway, I didn't go. I wouldn't go. I refused to go. Yeah, they're in grief. They're in grief now because they know that they can no longer keep shit hidden. They can no longer deflect. They can no longer lie. So that just tells me they've been out there probably telling people you're crazy. They hate the fact that you've made progress. Continue to make progress. They didn't bank on it, in fact. Do you understand? They didn't bank on your progress. But it is what it is. It may have played out the way it did, but it's still a blessing, isn't it? You could be resentful. That's what they hoped. But they're more resentful at the fact of, not even the fact of what they done, the fact that they've been caught and you know what they did. You know the parts they played. Do you understand? And it's been them the whole time. This is why they obviously thought you were stupid. Because the same people you was running to when you was going through certain things, yeah. And it's funny how some of them would discard you. Because as you're ascending, and you got to remember, your energy, the purity of your energy irritates whatever demons they're hiding, basically. So sometimes they would just snap for no reason or act unhinged out the blue. It'd just be so random. It kind of like take you off guard. That thing, like, what? Do you know what I mean? That was a telltale sign. Maybe because you had so much things going on in your life, you didn't look at it from that perspective. But the minute you separated yourself from everybody, which they kind of force you to in a sense, do you know what I mean? Yeah, things got better. You start to see the silver lining. They was hoping by them doing that, that's why they was probably sending suicide spells. You would get these bouts of all these really dark thoughts of taking your life. It was them. It was all a projection. And now they have to sit in the same energy that they sent out. You understand? Yeah. You're about to receive some type of message regarding this. Or the truth is the matter. You're about to receive some type of message that you've always been the privileged lady. Yeah. Always been the privileged lady. So whoever's been out there stealing, whoever's involved in this, you're going down. That's in reverse. So whatever wealth you gain from what you was doing is no more. Because the great fortune is going to the rightful owner. And it ain't these karmic family members, all these toxic exes, all these karmic friends. Yeah, because you're not dropping like flies. You're dropping like flies. I'm so sorry. It is what it is, collective. Can't sugarcoat, yeah. That tells me they wanted you in your head, but you're not. So everything they wanted for you is their reality. Oh. So this either could be a couple, or this could be separate family members that have been basically living off of the wealth of others that didn't belong to them. They're not being seen as a wealthy man or woman. They might have portrayed that in the community, and maybe, I don't know, for some of you, they would use like Jehovah's Witness or their Christianity or their church as a smokescreen. But they're being exposed. Yeah, told you. Family. This is your own family doing this. Yeah, your own family, but they're responsible for stealing some sudden wealth that belonged to you. Possibly even changing up paperwork, lying, getting others to lie. Yeah, these people worked hard at this shit. So that tells me it's been more than one. It's been more than one. Clearly, that's why they made it their occupation. Yeah. For some of you, you was left things from you as a child that you never received. Or I'm also getting, they've been trying to take you out since you was a child. So think back to incidents where some incident was tried to be done against you, but you was always protected. Always protected. Mature woman on the bottom. So maybe you could be a mature woman now. Yeah, look at that. So there's a false person in the family that's pretending to be of high honor, because why is it the high honor card with the false person landed on family room? So this tells me your own family or a sibling maybe impersonated you or was masquerading as the chosen one, and they're not. They don't have the gifts, and they're sick. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, they didn't expect this. They didn't expect this at all. And I can sense they're angry. Somebody's really like irritated. What's the word when it's like it doesn't matter. It could be the nicest thing said to you, but it just makes you super pissed off or super angry, or you just want to lash out. Yeah. It's that. It's that. They're going to jail. Rightfully so. But I'm sensing they were trying to make you go to jail. With you being in jail, they could freely um steal your identity, pretend to be impersonate you. Do you understand? And live off of your inheritance. For some of you, whatever they have stolen, they was trying to set you up and make out like you did it, you stole from yourself. That doesn't make any sense. That also makes me think to myself, with this impersonation, some of you they've broken to your property or got other people to steal items of clothing from you. So if you ever might have stayed or spent any time around any of these family members, and then all of a sudden they wanted you to leave abruptly, and then you've gone home, and then you're finding out that you've got items of clothing missing. Yeah, that was deliberate. Yeah, they involved community. So this was a big collaboration, and they're all gonna pay, or they all are paying. It's inevitable. They're all paying. Yeah, see it there. Message of concern landed on false person. Message of concern landed on false person. Yeah, they're screwed. Yeah, regarding the gift that they did not give to the rightful owner. For some of you, this could have been documents. Do you understand? They had a deadline. Yeah, and they ignored it out of sheer greed. They just didn't want you to have it. Yeah, they did this because they didn't want to be in poverty, but at the same time, they didn't mind leaving you in poverty. They wanted you in poverty to the point of you would say like, "Oh, enough's enough," or "I've had enough of living. I can't live like this no more." Yeah, it was all premeditated and pre-planned. They never wanted this to change for you, so they wanted to continue abusing and terrorizing and extorting you. All of them. Now you've got to pay for that. Now you must pay. Yeah, told you the lovers is on the bottom too. So they've either involved exes or your most recent ex, or possibly even a baby father or baby mother, whichever which way it goes, man or woman. This is what they do. Yeah, told you. Now this, I'm getting two scenarios from this. For some of you, for some situations, they may have got some type of forged document saying that you're dead in order to claim what was left for you. Do you understand? Or people that family members that passed away left money for you or left something for you and they stole it. Or maybe I'm also getting that some people they was involved in these family members' untimely demise and other people too. So they've done this to people in the community. And it's so funny. I'm not going to speak now, but it's so funny how certain individuals are being shown to me. I know exactly what that is. It's like God will basically put it in your face and let you know who they did this to. And they know it too. Yeah. So it's either court's going on now or this is to come, because this could be past, present, or future. Do you understand? Like, the judge is not amused, so they've been exposed. So this is like someone could have gone to court as you, or maybe even put you in a fake marriage and worked with an ex to do this. Again, a karmic sibling. Spirit. Gift again. Yeah, main male. Do you know what I get from main male? A parental figure. So someone was assisting these people. Gift in reverse. So this is something that was meant to go to you that they chose to keep, but they're losing it now. Whatever it is, they're losing it. It's been taken back from them, and that could entail them going to jail. Look at that, thief. Someone's been exposed as a thief. Actually. Spirit. Is the collective's most recent ex, is this the person that's been exposed as the thief? Yes or no? Oh, yeah. So, Spirit, is that who the karmic family members worked with? Yes or no? Did this individual work with the karmic family members, Spirit? Yes or no? Yeah. Spirit, did a sibling, a full sibling or half sibling, did they impersonate the collective, Spirit? Yes or no? Yeah, they did. Wow. Spirit, have they been found out? Have this crime they committed, Spirit, have these individuals been found out? Yes or no? Have they been exposed, Spirit? Yes or no? That's a yes. Will they be successful in harming the collective, Spirit? Yes or no? Will these people be successful in harming the collective, Spirit? Yes or no? No, so we're spinning around in a circle. That's a no. No. I'm seeing. Why did I see that? Hold on a minute. I literally just had a vision. Someone's got a beauty mark on their fingers. Either their fingers or on their hand somewhere. I don't know what relevance that has, but I know what I just saw. Yeah. So even anybody that's got a beauty spot on their hand or on their finger, they was involved. And if you're around this person, you better get away from them, because they mean you no good. And if these people had any kind of gifts, not anymore. The gifts have been snatched. And I think that's why, because they know what's happened. Like the ones that have lost their gift, they know whoever they was attacking, it'll be given to them, kind of thing. So they're hoping that by taking you out, they can get it back. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And for some of you, they're angry because certain family members that passed, even my uncle confirmed this as well. I was asking them questions about things like this, and they had their own gifts in it. They did it in the way they did because they wanted to do some type of ritual and receive the past of a loved one's gifts. They didn't get it. It doesn't work like that. And I think your ancestors knew what they was going to do, which is why they put in place some type of extra protection in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. I rebuke it and return it back to you. May it rest with you. I return the entity and the intent, but I keep the energy though. Someone trying to send me some type of negativity or negative energy to cause me to have a headache. I return it back to you. And may it rest with you. It's like you're trying to manipulate or affect my mind or thought process. It's not going to work. I can sense it. So I return it back to you. Whatever you're trying to project, I return the intent and the entity behind it. But I keep the energy though. I keep the energy of it. But I return to the intent and the entity. As above, so below, as within, so without. And may it rest with you tenfold. Yeah, that shit doesn't work. Listen, even like mumbling under your breath is still a negative projection. Maybe if you verbalize the truth, you won't feel as bad. But you know you're not going to do that, so it is what it is. But your words can't do anything to me. So trying to project it is not going to work either. It's just going to boomerang right back to you. Mm-hmm. I think the 5th is going to be the anniversary of the first, well, that I recalled when I became aware would be the anniversary of the first unaliving attempt that was made on my life. I was meant to go through the windscreen, innit? But the driver had some type of shielding over them for why they never had a scratch on them. All they did was bite their lip. I was injured though badly. Couldn't walk for 6 weeks. And I remember my forehead got busted, and I had on a seatbelt. That was spar work. And then the same person left me in the car to burn. There was smoke coming out the glove compartment. I couldn't get out. And the police covered that up too. Yeah, they covered that up too. Changed the date and the time. So clearly they was involved. Do you understand? And that's when I really knew something wasn't right.